2018, when I was pretty much restarting my business from scratch. I was beat down, coming out of like a depression, no hope. I just made the goal. I want to meet 7 people a week because I'm like, I don't want to feel like a failure if I miss one day. But I know maybe some days I might meet 2 new people. And if I can meet 7 people a week, I'll feel like a winner. And that 7 a week became 14 a week, became 30 a week, and just started compounding. And after 30, it didn't even really start counting. It just started growing. But that's 7 people a week. When I put that intention out, now I started thinking, okay, where can I meet people? How can I meet people? What can I do? And I became intentional about connecting with 7 new people a week. So those of you guys who said your lead number and your lead skill number right now is less than a 6, write down your number right now. How many new people are you committed to meeting every single week? And pick a number that you could win at. Because if you feel like you've been losing, you don't want to pick a number that you lose at and then you feel like a greater loser again. You want to give yourself those wins, that confidence. You can start building up because now you're stacking a win on a win on a win on a win. You want to show your subconscious you can become a winner. So Andrea Martin saying, what do you mean by meet? What does social media look like for that? The social media account. A meeting is I actually connected with a real human and I built a new connection. Either it's through DMs, it's through text message, it's through a phone call, but I now know a new person that I have a relationship with. Dr. G, go to my Telegram, and under Telegram, just go to the meeting recordings. And if you don't have the Telegram link, your team can send it to you. So, with that being said, let's go to the next step. Qualify. Now you have leads. Now you've got to learn how to qualify people. I'm not going to spend too much time on the qualify because I've done a whole training on qualify, but we will do that training again on the fit scale and the yellow light, green light, red light. How many of you guys were on that training, the qualify training? The red light, yellow light, green light. When you meet people, you got to qualify people. How's this person going to be? So I brought in a new partner day before yesterday. I'm going to show you something. One hour, 51 minutes was my conversation. I was not selling. I was qualified. Now that conversation went a little long because the person originally approached me, hey, yeah, I want to sell this product. I want to make some money, to where the person opened up their whole life about me, to where they were crying and they're going through so much pain. And they just, and you know what's crazy is the initial conversation when we started, such a bubbly personality, hilarious, funny. But the moment I started qualifying, the pain started coming out. And when the pain started coming out, the person opened up and they felt safe. But if you're trying to sell before you qualify, you lose the person. This is not a sales business, guys. This is a leadership business. We say it all the time, but what do we mean by that? A sales business, what's the difference between qualify and selling? So if I meet somebody, if you're trying to qualify someone, what will you say? So, hey, Lucy, tell me about yourself. Hey, what got you interested in wanting to connect with me? Right? Why? So why now? You've been watching me for 6 months. So I'm curious, what made you reach out to me now? What changed now? Oh, I want to change my life. Well, what's your reason? And they'll give you all kinds of reasons, guys. This person's reason, they're like, yeah, I want a supercar. I want a Lamborghini. And most people be like, oh yeah, well, Facebook, oh yeah, I'll show you how to make. Hey, there's a guy, Rav Malik, he has a Lamborghini, and then you just start selling, and then selling. No, I said, hey, forget the Lamborghini for a second. What do you really, really want? Let's be realistic. What do you really want? Why did you reach out to me? I get it. You want to sell the product, you want to help people. Great. What's really going on in your life? Tell me. Why did you reach out? And I just listened, and I'm doing the fit scale. Financial tension, influence, time, teachability. And in that hour, 51-minute call, which included getting them started, signed up, everything, I'm finding out, are they teachable? I'm finding out, do they have influence? I'm finding out the financial tension. I'm finding out all that stuff. And that is the qualify. Guys, the presentation is a video. You don't need to do a presentation. Some of you guys are getting on a phone call and doing a presentation and selling, not duplicable, way too salesy. And the person now is guarded and now like, yeah, let me think about it. This person, you have to think about the 10 pack. Just tell me what I got to do. And they didn't have the money to do it. They put on a credit card. But hey, I connected, I qualified, I have my onboarding today at 3 o'clock, and I'm going to help them get started. But the qualify is so critical when you're meeting people, when you're connecting to people, when you're talking to people, guys. The qualify most skill. The presentation, too many people are like, yeah, there's doctors on this product. There's doctors on this product. Cleveland Clinic, PDR. The person does not care about doctors. They don't care about PDR. They don't care about Cleveland Clinic. That is salesy. Focus on the people, not the product. That is the qualify. If you could just do that, I need to care about this person more than I care about myself, and watch how you start to qualify. Sorry, I need to care about this person more than they care about themselves, not more than I care about myself. I need to care about this person more than they care about themselves. And if you care about that person more than they care about themselves, would you tell that person the truth? Because I told that person the truth, like, hey, you're in a really bad, like, how are you going to get out of the situation? What's your game plan? And they had no game plan. And then I showed how this business can help them. But anyways, that's the qualify. The qualify allows you to see if the person has a problem Unicity can solve. So that somebody asked me earlier, how do you know to lead with the product or the business? You need to think about, do they have a health problem, financial problem, growth problem, community problem, purpose problem? And you are just building connections and relationships and finding out what problem they have. And if they do not have a problem, they're not your person. They do not qualify. This is why the fit scale, guys, in that qualify training is so important, because if that person does not fit the fit scale and they're not a green light or a yellow light, they're not your person. You will save yourself so much time, and you do not need. See, we don't understand Diamond. When you're building this business, Diamond looks like you need thousands and thousands of people in your business. You don't need to bring in thousands of people, guys. You just need to bring in a handful of people. Like if you can look at the top recruiter list. What's the numbers on the top recruiter list? 3 partners, 4 partners a month, 5 partners a month. Like these are the top recruiters in North America that are bringing 3 to 5 partners a month. In my career, I constantly try to maintain 3 new partners a month. I'm not bringing in hundreds of partners. But when you start building the team and compounding and compounding, that's how Diamond works. Your effort just compounds. So when you're qualifying people, you just need to sort them, but you got to be secure to be willing to, okay, I got to let this person go. And it comes down to that 4-quarter analogy. If you only have 4 quarters and you have nothing else, now you're trying to convert all 4 quarters to become dollars. No, you need to find the right ones, which means you got to harness how to get quarters. Anyways, so asking questions, connecting, building relationships. When qualifying, you do not fire questions like interrogation. Just be a human being. Build a real connection first. Before you qualify anyone, you have to connect. So even if you have leads reach out to you, even if you're calling your customers, don't just sell, connect, find out what's going on with them. People don't care what you know until they know you care, right? Ask about their name, ask about their family, ask about what they do for a living, talk about this is connection stuff. Now, I want to make one thing clear. If you have somebody reach out to you from social media about the business, I'm not wasting my time connecting with the person, asking about their family, what they like to do for fun. What I'm not interested in that. They reach out to me, they're already qualified. So I don't need to do the connecting, I just need to do the qualifying. Right? So like let's say I see Dr. G on my screen. Dr. G sends me an Instagram message. Hey, I'm interested in your business. Tell me more. I'm not, hey, so what are you doing Saturday? How's it going? Yeah, so what did you do last week? So tell me about your kids. And guys, that's a waste of time. So hey, I'm just curious, what made you reach out? Yeah, I want to know more about the business. Okay, cool. Yeah, what about the business? What's going on in your life? What do you do? What do you do for work? How's that going? What do you not like about it? What got you interested in this? Why did you reach out to me? What changed now versus before? How long have you been watching me for? I'm qualifying and asking questions. And guys, everyone uses ChatGPT or Grok or Claude or Gemini, whatever you're using now. Use your AI tool to give you a series of questions that you can start to master and learn so you can become a better qualifier. Go on ChatGPT. I mean, I'm just throwing out a prompt. Go on ChatGPT or whatever you use and say, um, when I have prospects that I want to see that are good, wanting to join my network marketing organization, what are some good qualifying questions I can ask them to see if they're the right fit for my business? Read it. Don't just save the prompt and get off. Write it in your journal or write it in a notebook. Practice it. Say it. Change it in your own words. Master that skill. Good so far? How's the training so far? I mean, I know the training's good, but you guys clear so far? All right. So once you've connected, now you qualify, right? So you could ask to see if they need the product. Here's some product questions. Some product questions. Yeah. So, product questions, if you meet somebody, you're connecting with them. So, what could be a good product question? Let's say you connect with somebody, you meet somebody, you want to ask them a product question. Hey, are you open to looking at natural way on how to lose weight without medications? That's a great question. Now, I mean, product questions, and then, with social media, you don't have to do, here's the thing with social media, you don't have to do the qualified, they're already qualified. You just got to do the finding the need. But what are some good business questions? Qualifying questions to see if they're open for the business. Not, do you keep your income options open? What are some good qualifying questions for the business? I'll give you a good qualifying question. So I did this day before yesterday. I was having a conversation with the person. I said, "Are you just interested in selling the product, or are you looking to make money that once you build it up, it's reoccurring, even if you don't work for 3 months, it still comes in?" Because those are two very different businesses. Are you looking to sell the product only and just make a little side change, or are you looking to build something that can give you consistent reoccurring cash flow without you having to constantly work at it? Some people are like, no, I just want to sell the product. I'm not really interested in that. I want to sell. Great. Hey, here's a video. Go watch how to become a distributor. Get your link. Peace. But that person who wants to do this, now what do they need to know? They need to know about leverage. They don't understand leverage. They're thinking it's just a product salesperson eating, a product selling business. They don't understand how this business can create leverage for them. And if you don't understand what I mean by leverage, go to Duplication Lab on the meeting recording and watch the training Wealth Masterclass at the bottom. You don't even have to watch the whole training. Just watch the first half. That explains leverage. Once you understand leverage, mind blown. Now you understand how to teach people. And guys, we're going to make this better and better. I want to make this very clear. So, um, we're not going to be able to go through the whole cycle of duplication because I spent a lot of time on these steps. But the Network Builders Academy NWB Academy is not complete right now. It is just a list builder tool. But that NWB Academy is going to be a whole module of the skills of developing the mindset, understanding leverage, understanding how to build your social media. That is getting built out. NWB Academy is about to be on steroids. So when you bring on a partner, you can put them on NWB Academy and they can watch the modules, be able to make their videos going. It's not just going to be, hey, build a list of your friends and family. Let's go approach your friends and family. I know that's what it is right now. I made that as a 1.0 so we have something, but that's what network building is going to be built as, and it will be done by the end of this year. All the videos, all the trainings, all the modules. So as soon as a partner comes in, you get them in NWB Academy, they get the mindset, they learn the leverage, they learn how to build their videos, they learn how to build their brand, they learn how to set up their social media. Now you just have to guide them to make the stuff. You're not chasing and harassing and convincing them. That is what I'm building NWB Academy to be. That'll be done by this year. That's my whole plan for December. It's going to get done. And it's going to be next level. And all these modules, all these duplication labs are all going to be in there. It's going to be incredible. Teach you how to do lives, teach you how to make videos, teach you how to do everything. You just have to guide your team into it, and your team can bring new people into it. They can all do the same thing. Because that tool should be able to do the onboarding for you. And now once it does the onboarding for you, so I'm not going to go through permission and the rest right now, but if that tool can do the onboarding for you, now you're just focused on connecting with people, talking to new people, because the last thing I want you guys to be doing is wasting your time building tools, chasing people, convincing people. I want you to be constantly, the only thing you should be doing in this business right now, if you are not a diamond, is talking to new people. You do not need to be a life coach. You do not need to be a motivator. You're not a Tony Robbins. You're not a therapist. You're not a life coach. We are network builders, and network builders are talking to new people. Some of us are like life coaches to our partners, which look, I get it. We got to build connections. We got to help them. We're humans. You're never going to take that part away. But I don't want you guys being in management mode. I want you being in talking to new people mode, which means the new partners need to learn the modules and the trainings from scratch all themselves. And that's what NWB Academy is about to become. So what I want to spend time today is I talked about leads. I talked about how to qualify leads. And then once you learn how to qualify leads, now you just do the permission confirmation. What's the permission confirmation? Hey, Jesse, so look, this business, you said you want to be able to achieve freedom for you and your wife. You want to be able to build something where you can get out of your job. You know, I appreciate you sharing all that. So look, I'm going to send you a video that's going to explain exactly how it works, step by step, how the business works, how the product works. And it's like a 10-minute video. When can you watch it? It'll answer all the questions for you. I know you had some questions about the product. When can you watch it? And then let's connect and help you get started if this is the right fit for you. I think you'll love it. Do you have 10 minutes right now? Yes, great. I'll send you the link and then you call back. No one on this call should be breaking down what Biosphere Fiber is and Unicity 7X is and the compensation plan and the history of Unicity. Let the tools do the presentation, right? And so with our business, with our business tools, you guys know we have fieldgreatmission.video. Fieldgreatmission.video. This has our product tool right here, which is just the product video. And this here has the business presentation. Now, I create these tools for myself. And I think one thing as I've been doing the presentation, people are getting a little confused on the 90-day 3 phases. So I'm going to redo that presentation, moving the 90-day phases, because it'll just shorten the video. It'll make the business video 5 minutes. People don't need to know 90-day phases. They just need to know how the business works, how to make money, what the product is, what the company is. Done. When you sitting there and showing the person, so you're going to bring 5, we're going to bring 5, it just complicates it. It looks desperate. They just need to know high level. and we just got to show them here's how you build a business. And the reason why I'm tweaking it, because I'm using the tools myself and I'm seeing what's working, what's not working. So anyways, that is cycle of duplication. I mean, I did half of it. We'll do the second half next week on how to do the tools, how to use exposures. That's what next Saturday is going to be about, is how do you send the presentation? How do you follow up with the person? How do you set up a three-way call? That is going to be next week. So now I've taught you how to get leads. I've taught you how to qualify. You learned that. Now you learn how to send the presentation, how to follow up without chasing, without doing any of that. That becomes a whole cycle of duplication. And guys, just be patient, stay consistent. Right now, what I want you to do, my 48-hour challenge for you is this weekend, pick at least 2 people to 4 people you can qualify. Connect and qualify. Do the fit scale. And if you have no leads, watch the social media training and make some videos and go on live. Cool? All right. Appreciate all you guys. Love you guys. Let's go out there. Let's become skillful people. Let's build our businesses. Let's close off the month strong. November's still not done. We have the Punta Cana trip that you guys can still work for, guys. Executive manager. If you've never hit executive manager, you can still hit executive manager if you've been doing the work of building the leads and connecting with people all month. If you've done nothing all month and you have no leads, then start now so you can build for executive manager in December. But you got to start now. Cool? All right. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
I'ma hit the good, throw it back. When I look this good, I just wanna be bad. I know you probably heard this, but you never heard that. Did they tell you I might be out of my mind? Or I might be the reason you came in here tonight.